Hello friends, I'm off on another multi-day or overnight camping trip. This time I'm off to Leechtown, and I'm actually with a little group. There's 6 of us in total, so it'll be really cool, and you'll definitely see a lot of different things this trip because we got tents, we got hammocks, and should be a great trip overall. But I'm very excited to be out again. I'm trying out a new pack this time. I've got the Osprey Outmost 65, and yeah, it'll be good to finally test it out and see how it works versus my old pack.
Holy shit, that was a cougar. I should have been because I saw
This dude. You see how it kind of dips down?
Well, we took a brief stop at just along the river, and it's just so pretty here. Like, it's always cool to see new areas and just absolutely be astounded by how the water shapes everything. Like, check out that little divot in the ground, and just seeing how the river has affected the rocks and changed everything. So pretty. Well, we've gotten to Kapoor Regional Park now, and I think we might not actually camp in Leechtown and camp somewhere outside of it and just do like a little excursion to Leechtown. But we're currently just trying to find a good place to find a campsite, actually. We did find, it looks like, some type of vehicle, actually, so we'll have to come check that out. That's pretty neat. It looks like an old truck or something.
Oh yeah, someone's been camping here. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
It's quite big. Well, we're coming up on some more old equipment. Looks like some type of like pulley system or something. Pretty cool though. This is so cool to see. So we decided to set up outside of Kapoor Regional Park just because of we're not sure what the fire legalities and stuff like that is, so we're on Crown land instead. But I've got my tent set up over there. John's setting up his over there. We got a hammock set up just so that she's over there, and then Jenny's setting her hammock up. You can see the yellow of her tarp over there. But we're actually setting up hopefully a zip line somewhere up there, so I'm gonna go help Ben out with that currently. I'm just gonna give you a little tour of our tent setup and campsite. So this is my tent here. It's an MSR Elixir 2. So this is the setup I've got going on. So I've got my my sleeping bag, my Draco -9, and that's on top of my Climatic Static V and my Thermarest compressible pillow. I've got my camera equipment and like electronic chargers and stuff there, and then I've got my backpack there, all my excess bags for like the tent and sleeping bag and all that stuff there. Got my hats and whatnot up there, and then if we look outside, we just got my trekking poles and my tarp. But it's a cozy little setup. This is a 2-person tent, so I've got so much extra room. I got a bit of a gear loft on both sides. Yeah, it's not a bad setup. Let me come over here. We got Jenny's hammock setup. So we've got the tarp, and then the hammock underneath, and then we've got John's tent over here, and Ben hasn't set up his bivy bag yet, but that takes like maybe a minute to set up, so he's not too worried about it. He'll probably set it up at nighttime. But then we've got the Dummel hammock set up over here, like what I stayed in the last time. But so we got the 2 hammocks, we got spaced out with that, and looks really comfy. They're splitting wood over there, and Ben's doing something with the rope up there. Not sure what's going on at the moment. So this is Ben's setup right here. It's just a bivy bag. He was going super light, and I don't think he even used a sleeping bag this time around because he wanted to test out what it would be like to just sleep in like clothes in a bivy bag. But yeah, it's a interesting little setup and a lot lighter than a lot of ours.
I gotta make sure I go on the right side of all the trees here. Pressure's extra on when I got the camera on.
Exactly.
I'm chickening out here. I actually hate stepping over the edge of the rappel. This is actually a pretty nice place to go, all things considered. It's a nice gradual
Yeah,
going over.
be a good place to like kind of train people how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to turn?
Sure.
Make sure you go on the other side of the trees that I did.
Yeah.
It's like you've got like night vision goggles.
Totally.
Cool thing about that cruise stick that you have tied there as your third hand, that can be used to ascend back up the rope. So say you miscalculated and didn't have enough rope, you can use a couple of those as ascenders and actually get yourself.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so you put one on your arm and one
So on that way?
it doesn't really matter here.
Okay. Just around those trees?
So those 2 trees, there's kind of 3 trees in a row right
Yeah.
there. Just go there between the boulder and the trees if you can.
Okay.
That's once you're on the ground.
Okay.
It's also right before
Well, we're cooking chili tonight in the jet boil. We got the nice fire going on there, but the water's boiling, so I think it's basically done. But I'm definitely gonna enjoy this because I'm starving. Well, I've just made some grilled cheese sandwiches, and I'm gonna try cooking them in a minute. But I used mayo instead of butter, and then just some little things. But hopefully this works out because I'm quite hungry still. Well, the ended up just being burnt warm bread with slightly warm cheese. So I think I'll have to massively change whatever my plan is before trying to make grilled cheese sandwiches again out in the woods. Well, I'm in my sleeping bag now. I'm pretty cozy, except for my toes, but I'm hoping those will warm up pretty soon. But it's only about like 9:40 at night, but I'm just pretty zonked at the moment, so I think I'll be going to bed pretty soon and probably getting up decently early. But had a great night, even though the fire didn't really do too well, because like after the camera turned off, basically the fire just kind of went out because the wood was so wet. But I'm excited to finally have like a good test of how the sleeping bag will work out. But yeah, I guess I'll see you in the morning.